A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Law.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
That's been in the face.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
Oh!
I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains, as far as I'm concerned.
You couldn't be more wrong, King. I've always found Batista to be extremely intelligent. You don't often see anyone put anything past him in the ring or outside it.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent... He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination. Oh!
He saw that one coming.
What a reversal. You're not going to get him with that one. Booker T will tell you how great he is until your dadgum ears fall off. Quite frankly, I'd rather see him put up or shut up.
What are you talking about, JR? He's a world heavyweight champion and a 5-time WCW champion.
Not to take anything away from Booker's accomplishments, but I've seen superstars with twice the credentials do half the boasting.
Hey, that's King Booker to you. Have a little respect for us royal types.
Look at him feeding off the energy. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
Oh, no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayer.
Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job. Oh!
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog.
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match!
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue.
Yo, 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 yo. Pop a 40 and check your rolling.
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
it must burn you up to see a cocky young superstar like...
He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
I love watching Finley in action, JR. He loves to fight, and it shows.
Boy, if that isn't the truth, I think he'd do nothing but if he had his way.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and
Yo,
listen to
yo,
you drool
yo,
over the
Papa
deep.
40 and
Come on,
check your
JR.
ollies. It's
You know I'm
prime
helpless when it comes to
time.
puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time. If his opponent's not careful, Shelby, he might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. And it's been reversed.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... Oh, go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. A textbook reversal there. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR. Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move. Boy, the Nature Boy doesn't let anything stand in his way, including the rule.
That's one fewer superstar in this match.
What a counter! Ugh. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, Jake? Talk about adding insult to injury, tossed out of the ring and the match. Ugh. Look at the masterpiece. This guy's like a piece of art or something.
Well, the masterpiece is a piece of something, all right, but I'm not sure art's the word I choose.
Whoa, oh boy. Someone's going to be singing soprano after this one.
I think the medical staff had better get the ice packs ready right now.
On this day.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got the, I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle, but instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extreme...
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of the smack. Woo! I can't believe he countered that one. Oh, man! That's gonna change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that would...
Up and over and out. Eliminated. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
has gone beyond just being a match, JR.
And there's the elimination.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
He reversed it.
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? They're certainly not getting much from Edge.
That's not true, JR. I'm sure this arena is just full of Edge heads tonight. You might not hear them cheering, but that's probably because they're in awe of the fact that they're watching their favorite superstar.
Or maybe it's because the Edge heads turned on Edge right about...
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
He's a slippery devil. Well, we haven't seen much of Ken Kennedy on Raw, King, and as far as I'm concerned, it can stay that way. There he goes! He's out of the match!
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
I was sorry to see Gregory Helms leave Raw, but there's no denying that it was the right career move for him. You've seen the way he's completely dominated SmackDown's Cruiserweight division, JR.
He's certain.
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Mr. McMahon hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. I don't want to say that Mr. McMahon's cheap, JR, but I heard he won't even hit a canoe. CM Punk might be young, inexperienced, and wet behind the ears, but he's also got a lot to learn.
If I didn't know any better, I think you're a little envious of Punk's youth.
It's ridiculous. Just because I'm old enough to be his older brother doesn't mean I'm jealous.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even have...
Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other. Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game, but when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to notice how many times Cena's worn gold around his waist? Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count, King. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot for this business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an egotist as anyone else in the business.
Is there any superstar in WWE who can go toe-to-toe with that man, The Undertaker? I don't think there is.
Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? There's no way The Undertaker's gonna win this match. Just look at him.
Oh, I am, King. I'm looking at one of the most awesome forces I've ever seen in a WWE ring. And I think the dead man's going to remind everyone tonight why they call him the Phenom.
There's two things I like about Elijah Burke. The first is his talent for talking trash.
I can't argue with that, although I don't think it's his most admirable quality. What's the second thing?
The fact that he can back it up in the ring. This guy's pure dynamite between those ropes.
You can say that again. He's made quite a name for himself so far in the WWE. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE...
One, two, you hear the clock ticking.